Autism stems from differences in biology that have an influence on brain development. Autism is a lifelong condition. That doesn't mean that children can't make significant improvements in their language and social abilities over time. They can, just like all children, but children don't just grow out of autism. Autism can affect a person's ability to understand subtle emotional cues, such as tone of language or body language. But when emotions are communicated more directly, there's a wealth of evidence showing that children and adults on the spectrum are even more likely to feel empathy for others. Social interaction difficulties and anxiety can sometimes mean that making friends is a struggle. But this should never be confused with a lack of desire to have friendships. The vast majority of children and adults on the spectrum do like to socialise, and sometimes that just means socialising in a different way. It is true that around 10% of autistic people have skills such as maths or drawing that are of extraordinary ability. But this is really just a small proportion of the full numbers of individuals diagnosed with autism. It's best to look past this caricature and see the extraordinary human that lies beyond the diagnosis. 100% categorically no. There have been literally thousands of studies in this area, and all of them have found no association between vaccinations and autism. The assumption that people on the spectrum don't have a sense of humour is absolutely false. Probably the funniest conversations I've ever had have been with autistic kids and adults, and they absolutely run rings around me in telling jokes. Don't be fooled by the news stories that you may see. There is no evidence that individuals on the spectrum are more violent than the rest of the population. None. Many people on the spectrum are in wonderful, loving romantic relationships. Just like the rest of the community, not every person on the spectrum chooses to be in a romantic relationship, but that is not the same as not being capable of doing so. Many people on the spectrum have intellectual disabilities, and also many do not. Just because someone may have communication difficulties doesn't mean that they also have intellectual disabilities. What it means is that we have to assess intelligence in a different way, a way that doesn't rely so heavy on communication skills. Not every child will be great at maths, not every child will repeat back words, not every child will have difficulty speaking, and not every child will have hand mannerisms. Every child and adult on the autism spectrum is different, full of their own unique talents, personalities, and yes, challenges. The label autism doesn't mean one thing. What it is a gateway to understanding a whole new way of thinking about the world, and those children and adults are to be cherished for that fact.
I feel like a Roy Orbison.
Hi everybody, it's me, Chef Antonio. And we're like semi-casual today. And we're gonna do a special episode. It's called Metallica Mongolian Beef and James Hetfield Chocolate Citrus Cooler. Now these recipes were given to me by an old friend, a long-time friend. His name is Rick Knighton. And I got to know Rick when he was maybe 4 or 5 years old. I was just a young stud, a young Chef Antonio. Hey, look at me, I'm a stud, look at me, hoo-hoo, Italian the stallion. And he used to come into the baseball games with his mama and his papa, and they would watch us play, and he'd run around like a crazy person. I think he still does that today. And I watched him grow up. He started working with me at a certain point, and then he went and got married and had a couple of children. We lost touch for many, many years. And a few years ago, thanks to the magic of the internet, I found out him, and I found out he had 2 boys. Now they're like grown men, but they're severely autistic. And so much so, the wife, she's like, I'm out of here, get out of here, you're on your own. He has taken these boys under his wings, do everything he can. I don't know, I got a crazy dog and 2 cats and I can barely keep up, God bless him. He given me these 2 recipes. Big fan of Metallica. In fact, we went and seen Metallica back in the 90s. Korn opened up. Hey, Korn, hey, where's the butter? And he's like, oh, you're so silly, Chef Antonio. So this goes out to Rick, his boys, James and Rick Jr. And this goes out to everybody at Dirt Road Gallery. Ricky's mama, I love her so much, Ellen. And Ricky's sister, Jennifer, she's a sweetheart. Hey everybody, you make it a food you enjoy, but again, autism is something like a lot of things in our society. Instead of like, hey, I hate you. If we could be working to see maybe there's something we can do medically to prevent this or to help, at least financially. I don't know. Anyway, enjoy the episode. It's time to start cooking. Thanks for listening. Rick, this is for you, Mr. Stir Fry.
And now our list of ingredients.
Now we have all of our ingredients right here. We got our nice New York strip steak. We even have a raw ginger we're gonna cut up. Green onions, raw, we're gonna cut up. We got our cornstarch, vegetable oil, the minced garlic, the low sodium soy sauce. Now I got a dark brown sugar, not a light. What the heck? We're rolling those dice. And I got my water. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to slice this up nice and thin. Measure all of our ingredients. Our hands are washed, our counters are washed. We're ready to go. Let's make us some Mongolian beef. We also have our sesame seeds. We're going to toast some of those up and toss them on top at the end and put it on a nice bed. We're going to go easy with our boiling bags of jasmine rice.
Please welcome Kirk Hammett, Robert Trujillo, James Hetfield, and Lars Ulrich, Metallica. I just remember when you guys first came out, and I was like, these guys are real scary. And then when I meet you guys, like, these are very nice guys, seem like smart guys. And you're right about when you're talking about the imagery and this kind of stuff that has become like part of metal and part of rock music, this like cartoonish stuff. It's silly when you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, when we were doing some of the first albums, I guess all of the idols or peoples that we were kind of modeling ourselves after were, you know, Ronnie James Dio, where it was like unicorns and rainbows and
dragons.
You know, medieval dragon fighting and
Lots of dragons.
You know, I didn't grow up around dragons, so I
didn't?
really no.
Oh,
No, we had cats.
Is this
back to LA after 2 years?
Is this week like the first time you guys have been together for a long time?
James.
Nice to meet you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's a dog. So I'm going to put my toasted sesame. See? And I got my jasmine rice, and I also still have a little cole de bono, and I put it in cinnamon. So we're gonna take a nice scoopy of the steak and the beef, put it on top. Oh, look! And the sauce, she is starting to thicken. Oh, look at that! Look at that! I'm surprised we don't have the tapping at the feet. She's a Martha right now. Maybe she's been kind of weird the last few days. Kind of weird. Oh my God. To Rick and his boys, I'd like to thank you again for such a good recipe. Oh, we're gonna make the citrus cooler in a few minutes. And holy moly. Oh, I forgot about the rum. Rum, 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 rum. Chef Antonio, he liked the rum. Now it's time for the Metallica Mongolian beef. Mongolian beef. Get a nice big scoopy. Chef Antonio, he liked to get a scoopy. Get a little rice. Oh, I hate the topping of the fina tomato. Let's make it a cooler.
And now our list of ingredients.
Never shine, doing what I've shown. Never be, never see. Won't see what might have been. What I felt, what I've known. Never shine.
Hi, this is Chef Antonio. We got all of our ingredients for our James Hetfield Citrus Cooler. And you know why? It's very good because a week ago on the Christmas show, it was at 38 degrees. Today, it was at 88 degrees. 50 degrees in 1 week. Ay, ay, ay. It goes from 38 to 88. Yeah, I'm opening windows. I'm shutting windows. I'm putting air on. I'm turning air off. I'm putting on sweaters. I'm getting naked. I don't know what to do. Needless to say, we wash everything beforehand. Stuff we're not even supposed to wash. Look, it's gonna be like a poop. Watch this. Oh, the orange juice. What did you have? You had fiber last night, didn't you? Yes, you did. Oh no! Come on, get in there. Take care. What is going on? Oh, plopsky, hopsky, popsky, poopsky, hopsky. I like it when the orange juice goes pee pee poo poo caca. I don't know why I said that. It's a quick bunny. Maybe one day there'll be a chocolate syrup with a Chef Antonio in the picture. Oh my goodness. Hello, you drinking my syrup. I love you. That would be a good slogan, huh?
Country vanilla. Chef Noel approved.
You always make sure everything is all sealed up. And you put it on nice and tight. Like Mitch Lopez says, you don't want no Three Stooges. Okay, not as crazy as I thought. We're gonna pour it in our special Universal Studios, the Escape Room Back to the Future mug. Oh, now the orange juice is nice, gives a little tang. I like it, the tang. Why did I say tang? I don't know why I said the tang like that. It's crazy. And you can taste the chocolate and you can taste the vanilla. It's a beautiful thing. It's blended. It's a blend. So I like it that. You know, everything is beautiful in its own way. So you remember that. Happy New Year. God bless you. 2023. We're gonna kick some butt. Okay? As long as the temperature don't go to 2 million degrees, we're gonna be okay. God love you. Ricky, we love you, man. Ricky Jr., James, I love you guys. I can't wait to give you guys a big old hug. Take care. See you on the next Chef Antonio show. Send us your pet videos. Send us your pet pictures. Send us your videos.
Say you'd done something with Madonna in the 80s, that would have been maybe it, right?
Yeah, it'd have been over.
It would have been over.
Metallica and probably Madonna as well.